hear that? That's Texas tea, and we about to pour it. This is Joel and Randy's Texas tea, y'all. Let's get started.
Let's do that.
Let's that. We got the full table today. Last week it was just me and Randy, but we got the full table. Miss Chris is in the house. Or Mr. Chris. I'm sorry.
Mr. Chris.
Mr. Chris.
You know, he's
if you're nasty.
If you're nasty.
Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to sausage biscuit.
Oh, sausage biscuit.
And then I just decided just biscuit.
Just biscuit.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, the sausage is implied, right?
The sausage?
The sausage is implied.
Okay, well,
I never met a biscuit I didn't like.
Well, the biscuit sent me a text message going, "Oh, it's 8 inches," and I'm like, "What?
The sausage.
Why did you send me?
We haven't even said hello to Pinky yet.
Hello, Miss Pinky.
I'm here,
and we're talking about Chris's
as
8
if I'm
inches.
missable. The pinky is implied.
Context. There's context there.
There is context there.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all know
is the biscuit the context?
Listen, we all know Pinky's got some business because he's a redhead, honey, and redheads don't play.
And sausage.
Mm-hmm. No, the context was you.
But isn't he mostly biscuit?
You said you said it was 6.5 and curds.
Mostly gravy.
And I'm like,
Oh, I was joking about how I could tell how big.
Yeah, and you had it wrong by 1.5 inches.
Mm-hmm. So then this context doesn't.
I like
change the
subject
wrong
at all.
But the funny thing is, it's just out of the blue. I get a text message.
Bank error in your
8
favor.
inches. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And then I'm like, oh, this bitch here measured her penis.
Hey, did you?
Of course I did.
Mm-hmm. He measured his penis.
I not only measured it, I looked online to see the proper way to measure it. There's a proper way.
Oh, is there a proper way?
Well,
it's generally from here to here.
You're supposed to get it to where it, because some people are larger, so you're supposed to measure where it, like, the root goes into the root where it goes into your pelvic bone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I always thought.
Then
that's how you.
Big boys don't have inches on me, but the truth is, never had to do anything with my own penis.
Well, no, but like they say that about big boys. That they have
back in the day, bitch. Listen,
I've heard some
y'all
stories.
Don't know me.
I've heard some stories.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day, bitch.
Oh, here we go.
I had somebody measure my dick just because they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and what did they find out?
They found out what they found out.
Was it like the sword act at the circus where he's like,
I'm not discussing or. Listen, I talked too much on the last day. I'm trying to stay back in the corner and not talk about sex that much. But trust me, nobody has ever said anything bad.
Trust me, ladies
and
gentlemen, give him half an hour and a couple more cocktails. We'll be right back on the topic of Chris and him.
No, necessarily, but nobody's ever complained about my stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, I will tell you this. All right, see, here we go.
He took 3 sips. It only took 3 sips.
No, the truth is, I actually faked an orgasm one time just to get the man off my shit.
Oh, well, everyone's done that.
Everybody's done that. Good Lord.
Oh, my God.
I've got, I'm done. Thank you.
Bottom.
But y'all understand, we were on the living room floor, and the lights were on, and he's like,
pick him prettier.
You didn't come. I'm like, bitch, I can't. Get out.
That sounds about right.
I met him online. I was like, I just want this
funny.
motherfucker out of my house. I have the drunk dick in the other direction. It gets up and it can't get back down. And I'm like, yes, I did. No, you didn't. I'm like, bitch, get out. What's your name? Oh, I don't care.
You are mean. You are a mean top.
He's kind of mean.
He's kind of mean as a top.
Back in the day. No, actually.
Back in the day, what was this? 3 years ago?
Oh, no, bitch. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
How long
Joel
ago
and I have known each other for almost 30 years.
Yes.
That's when I'm
almost 30 years old.
That's when I met.
You're 33, bitch.
That's when I lived with Miss James. When I lived with Miss James. And we were on the living room floor. And I was like, I was having a cocktail. I smoked a cigarette. I was drinking a drink.
He was just like,
he's just blowing away. He's just blowing and going. And I'm like, oh, girl. Come on now. And then finally, I'm done.
Have you ever had anybody tell you need to stop? I'm done. Can you please stop?
I always check.
No.
Are you like one of those one and dones? Like, should I come first? Like, I make sure the logistics are gonna work out.
Wait,
I know how to.
And this wasn't.
I know how to pleasure a man, so he won't say I'm done.
Wait, have you ever had someone to shut down the experience? Is that what you're asking?
No. This actually happened.
2
weeks ago.
Speak.
2 weeks ago, I was with a gentleman, and I was the top, and we were going to town, and I didn't realize, and he had told me this, I did not realize that he had 3 orgasms, and I had 0.
Oh shit!
And his legs were dislocated.
Wait,
And after the third one, he said, "You need to stop because I can't keep going anymore." And I was still going, and I'm like, "So are we done here?"
So now we're just making up stories.
So, I'm not making this up.
No, but that was actually a question of mine. Like, if you're a bottom, and you like, who comes first?
I always try to ensure my bottom comes first.
If you're
and
lucky,
then don't they want to aren't they kind of done with the experience and they want to
Well, simultaneously, I guess is more my aim.
If you're lucky, you have a top that can make you come,
and then just
by fucking you and not
Brian
jacking you off or
And
anything like that.
I'm not bragging about that. I'm just saying that I did not realize he had had 3 orgasms. Because
we know you're not bragging.
Oh,
I had him in 9 different positions. So it's like,
wow, a whole 9.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting in my brain thinking, I'm 51 years old. I got this man in 9 different positions. My back is going to hurt.
She is bragging.
Are these 9?
My back is going to hurt.
I want to know.
My neck, my back.
Were these 9 different positions
aspirin.
or just 9 variations on the same sort of position?
No,
what kind of Kama Sutra shit were you doing, girl, with these 9?
Y'all know I'm exaggerated. I mean,
I know
really,
you are.
I mean, he was on his back. He was on all fours. He was on top. He was
shit.
Okay, you know what?
Against the wall.
That is just too much
in the bathroom.
That is
Damn, how long did y'all fuck for?
A while, I guess. It didn't seem like a while to me, but I
don't
guess.
you get tired? Like when I'm a top.
Oh, no.
I'm kind of lazy, I guess. Because I'm like, are we done yet?
No, amazingly enough, I have more energy as a top. I don't know why.
I'm just imagining your muscle tone up, Chris.
I do cardio. I guess
cardio doesn't help muscle tone.
Okay, I guess I don't like to exert myself.
All right, I'm just imagining a lazy top.
Well, I mean,
what is a lazy top really?
They just lay there and
they lay there on their back and you go just ride it.
No, you sit on it.
I'm not doing all that.
Exactly.
Just get on top, ride it, and go.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's perfect.
Can you just sit down?
Can you do all the work?
Well, and after so many years of that, you get good at using it to your advantage. And you're actually like, please don't try to do anything.
But I'm imagining Chris on his knees telling the guy, "Can you just back up? just
back it up.
Just back it up and just." Okay, you know what? Here's a good idea. We just kind of pump.
Right. And they just give all these suggestions.
Pretend you're.
It's like, what are you doing
twerking? Just twerk.
The worst for me, the worst during sex are these guys who they want to get the maximum, I guess, stride. I'll say. So they pull out as much as possible. But then they miss. Oh, right. It's like, do you not understand how big your penis is not that long?
Right.
Quit pulling, because then that upsets the situation. You're not,
the rhythm's all fucked up.
Yeah, the rhythm's
you're pulling too far out, and then you join that in and you miss.
And you know what? What you just said, Bronski beat is in my head from the 80s. That song, Hit That Perfect Beat Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hit that perfect beat boy.
Yeah. And it's like, if I'm doing my thing and we're grooving and then you switch it up and you screw up the whole rhythm.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? To just miss 4 times in a row? Stop doing that.
Nobody needs that. All right, guys, we need to get on topic.
Oh, yes.
So
straight pride. That's a thing now. That seems to be a thing. I've known about people who keep coming up with this idea for the last 4 or 5 years. I didn't think anybody was going to take it seriously, and nobody still takes it seriously. Because, come on, straight people. They're such an oppressed...
Straight pride matters.
they're such an oppressed group that they just need to have their own pride parade.
Repressed.
And by the way, this is happening in Boston on August 31st. I'm not encouraging anybody to go out to this. In fact, let me take that back. I encourage every gay man to go out there and just watch this parade and then just
I was going to
laugh.
say, it's got to be a shit show.
Do they have a stated?
It's a bunch of straight people organizing it. It's got to be a shit show.
They have their
It's going to
token
be a
gay.
chili cook-off.
Do they have a stated purpose? Like, what's the point of it?
Straight pride.
Straight pride. That's the whole point of it.
It's actually the point of it is that
Making a mockery of our
we
pride.
have gay pride,
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying simply because we're proud of who we are,
Right.
that they need to remind us who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
one of the articles that I read, this deputy mayor who started this shit, the whole idea, in Massachusetts of all things.
Mm-hmm.
it's a mockery.
Yeah. He had said, you know what? We need to respect the fact that we create life.
Oh, right.
As heterosexual couples, we create life. And if it weren't for us, you wouldn't be here, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm.
And also, they go in this sort of religious thing about how...
Well, I think it's good to celebrate procreation. I mean, that's the reason why we're all
I think
here.
that's Woodstock.
But I don't know if
but-
that's the right place to right way to do it.
First of all, let me say this. Straight people celebrate this all the time. We see it on TV, billboards, music.
Right. Christmas, Thanksgiving.
They celebrate
It's
this all the
everywhere.
time. It's everywhere.
Nobody-
So what do you need a pride parade for?
And
Right.
what did they
You do
overcome
not
to
need
be
a pride
straight
parade.
and live their straight life?
Yeah, exactly.
And no gay people
You
are...
have Mother's Day, Father's Day. You have all these days designated for
Pride is
you.
not about celebrating being gay. It's about celebrating the fact we no longer have to be
they ever been
closeted after
insecure about
Stonewall.
being
Exactly.
straight?
Yeah, exactly.
But
have they
they-
ever had to come out of the closet at any point?
Right.
Did they ever have to worry about getting beat up in school
death?
or beaten to death in
dragged
the
behind
streets?
a truck for being straight?
Mhm.
No.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Shot in the back of the
We're not
head.
celebrating
or-
merely being gay. We are
Mhm.
celebrating the fact that we no longer have to live in the shadows after a
Yes.
horrific
Speak,
incident
sister.
Exactly.
That's what
that
I'm
where
talking
the
about.
establishment, the people who were sworn to protect and serve, were the ones dragging homosexuals out of bars and beating them to death and creating these upsets. And that's what Pride celebrates. It doesn't celebrate the fact that we're homosexuals. It celebrates we no longer have to live in fear or hide that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
That's a good point,
as
yeah.
we all know,
Mhm.
those of us who know what pride is about,
Mhm.
it's all about Stonewall.
Mhm.
And those girls had enough.
Mm-hmm.
And they just started throwing bricks
Mhm.
and whooping some police ass in
Mhm.
New York.
And this went on for several days, by the way.
Yeah.
This wasn't
Oh, yeah.
just a one-day thing. This went on for several days.
Oh, the rioting, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
the rioting
and
went on for
that's
several days.
yeah, and
there was all
if
that
you're young-
anger.
And you're gay and you don't know what
Yeah.
the Stonewall riots are, you need to get on the computer before you come to Pride
Google it.
and look it up
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and look up pictures and look up
you and your
images
goddamn phone.
Avon College.
Every episode.
and meet
And guess what?
to
It's
get educated about
And
what
guess who
Pride
tells
is
everyone
about.
to mute their phones?
Mhm.
This bitch.
You know what? You are interrupting the show with your sales call.
I
Don't nobody have no goddamn money.
And that's how we handle
yes.
a sales call on
There you
Joel
go.
and Randy's Texas Tea. Put your phone on goddamn mute.
I turned it off.
Okay, thank you.
I always forget to turn it off.
Mhm, mhm.
Apparently.
She just stays turned on, y'all.
But you know, this has been bouncing around for several years, and now
Yeah,
we
it has.
actually have a group in Boston that went to the Boston City Council and said, "Hey, we want to throw a straight pride parade." They got laughed at, of course.
yeah, right.
Of course, they got laughed at, and no one took them seriously. Then they threatened to sue, and they're like, "Oh, these bitches are serious. I guess we have to give them a permit." So now they have a permit to do. They have their whole thing. Supposedly, they have everything organized. They even have their token gay to help out with organized. They want to have floats. They want to have all this.
So wait,
stuff.
who's the token gay for?
You know
To
what?
get it right.
I don't understand who.
So it's not a
What do they
chili
do?
cook-off.
Only
What
weekend
does the
plan
token-
parties, darling.
Yeah, exactly. I guess we're expert at throwing
And
parties.
have you been to a
and
straight
things.
We know how to decorate
Yeah,
floats.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
And the token gay can kiss my token ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Shame
And by
on
the way,
him.
I'm going to mention his name. His name is Chris Bartley.
Chris Bartley, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. You are working with a bunch of
Is he
white
chubby?
supremacists who are going to throw
Is he
themselves
is he
a
chubby?
I Love Me parade.
Yeah, is he
Basically.
hot?
By the way,
I think
Is he
are there
hot?
going to be any women involved in this parade? Because it seems like it's a bunch of guys just throwing.
and I'll tell you
throwing
what it
this whole
sounds like
thing
to
in
me.
is.
Hearing everyone talk about this,
Why would
it
women
really
be
seems like
involved?
I know.
Women aren't
It's
that.
just-
women aren't that stupid.
it's just a bunch of
I'm going to come back to you on that.
closeted homos who are married to their wives and sleeping with homos behind their wives' backs who want to parade too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's like an
maybe.
in the closet DL parade.
Right? This is some. No, I agree. This is some down low shit.
they're upset because the real gays, the ones who actually come out of the closet, and
No, I just think it's white, straight, normative people who are sick of all the special of all the non-normative people
Right.
getting all this attention.
Mm-hmm.
They're like our
they think it's special
Yes.
treatment
Mhm.
when it comes off as
all that
news,
we have is
right.
now getting eroded away. So now we want to have our parade
Mm-hmm.
when
But
we're not,
there's
there's no actual
no-
because we
impact
don't want
on
to
them
share
at
what
all.
we've taken from you.
Mm-hmm.
We've taken nothing.
No, I'm saying
I know,
Right.
but I'm speaking to your point.
Right.
I'm taking that side.
Right.
You know, there's nothing. We've done nothing to harm straight people. All we wanted in the first place were our rights.
It's the same.
We just want to be treated like other people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the civil rights
And
movement
there's
of our
nothing
age.
wrong with that.
We just want fucking goddamn respect and allow
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
to live in society
Yeah,
as
exactly.
everyone
Exactly.
Not
else
subhuman.
does.
We don't deserve subhuman
Exactly.
treatment.
right.
Exactly. And some members of the LGBT community are still getting subhuman treatment. We're
Oh,
talking
sure.
transsexuals. I mean, another one just got killed in Dallas.
No,
another
That's
person.
unfortunate.
Another
Listen,
person.
this
We can't even
they've
live our
got to
lives, and y'all are
find-
bitching about a straight pride parade? Are you
They've got to-
fucking serious?
They've got to find this person.
yeah, they
who's
really
killing-
do. Because
these
this is like the
transsexuals.
fourth or
And
fifth
was this
person in
this
Dallas.
one a black trans?
Yes,
I'm willing
Another
to be
black
brave.
trans woman. Another black
This
trans
is
woman.
listen.
It's probably
This
a
is-
transsexual doing the killing.
No,
Mhm.
No,
I
usually
think
people.
It was a Billy Bob kind
I-
of
I think
scenario,
it's a-
I think.
Right.
definitely. I think it's definitely
Somebody
a person
on
from
the inside trans.
Yeah.
the
not
local
able to
community.
live the life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
the local community, and they know these people
Mhm.
somehow. Like their brother is trans.
I think it's like Pinky said. It's probably someone who is struggling with that inner
Yeah,
turmoil,
exactly.
and they're striking,
Yeah.
they're lashing out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Because if I can't live it, I don't want
Yeah.
you to be able to
Yeah.
live
Yeah,
it either.
exactly.
and guess what? That just makes us look bad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does.
Mhm.
Like that.
It's like having a straight parade.
Mhm.
Like having it.
Mhm.
Thank you, Pinky.
Thank
that
you.
was
like having
very
a straight
poignant.
parade.
Like having
Yeah.
a
But-
goddamn straight parade.
See, I'm not huge into pride, quite honestly,
Mhm.
and when I've only been to a few parades,
Mhm.
and to me, it's almost like. It's almost kind of embarrassing in a way that that's the way we're presenting ourselves
agree.
to the
Oh
world.
no, not Houston Pride.
I actually
because
haven't been to Houston Pride.
Now it's Houston Pride. It has been for years. Houston Pride.
Well, just 3 now.
Like when I
isn't
see,
like-
when I
no,
see my
but-
friends,
the city government runs it now,
right,
and it's not like San Francisco
right.
back in the day.
And it's not even like the pride that we
It's
had
not
in
like Montrose
Montrose
back in the day.
no,
Back in the day.
no.
Even
No.
4 years
Yeah.
ago, it's not like that.
There's so many corporate sponsors now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm walking through looking at half naked bitches walking up and down the
And-
promenade, and I can get my roof done. I can go open up a new checking account.
And I like
I can
that.
get a new cell phone.
I've-
I'm like,
I've
are
been-
you fucking serious?
That's
Isn't
kinda
this
almost
supposed to be
fucked
a pride
up.
parade.
But-
It is fucked up.
I will say
Mhm.
that given all of the things that we have discussed on this show alone,
Mhm.
there are so many businesses out there
Mhm.
that will discriminate. You know, say you and your husband come out and you have this roof appraiser come out to check your roof, and he sees you and your husband there.
Yeah, but
together,
it shouldn't be commercialized.
Mhm.
and
Well-
and then he won't do your roof. So being in contact
I
with
want my
those
roof
vendors
done, baby.
who are LGBT, you know, at the very least LGBT friendly or understanding of that.
I don't think that's
are they actually LGBT?
Yeah, I mean, they're vetted.
Friendly.
You can't just buy the space. You have to be vetted. And I know several people on the Pride Houston board, and who work with Pride Houston to do that. And you have to be vetted in order to get a vendor tent in the Pride grounds.
I didn't know that.
They vet them. They make sure they are.
But you know what? I'll just say my truth about gay pride is this. Straight people shouldn't be there. I'm not against straight people, but...
Straight people shouldn't be there?
No, it's them showing their support for us. The Equal Rights campaign?
No, I'm talking about cool straight people should be there, but it's not a child-friendly event. It shouldn't be.
It should be.
It wasn't.
It should be, absolutely. It should be a celebration of family.
It should be?
I agree. I think so.
Lord, I'm old. Listen, I'm old.
Because I don't think it should be like a skin fest. I think that's a
that's
a wrong representation for that.
No, I don't want that.
And it should be family.
Either.
It should be a celebration of the fact that gay people can bring their families to that celebration.
By the way,
just like they can the Thanksgiving Day parade.
They do have areas for the kids to play and all this other stuff. The last couple of times
but that's me.
went,
I mean,
they had like a little play area for the kids.
I can be wrong, and I'm wrong.
It's not a matter of wrong.
No. What I said, I didn't actually. I need to retract my statement.
Fair enough.
In that, I miss the good old days when gay pride was in the streets of Montrose and Westheimer. And
it was more chaotic and just
more chaotic.
Just about
there
us,
were paintings. There were art exhibits and vendors.
It was for us and about us.
They were local.
Completely gay. Completely gay. And what I meant by not bringing children is this is not a family event. It's not about you and your kids as straight people. This is a gay event.
I hear you.
And if gay people come with their children, that's good.
What if they have gay children?
That's a good thing too. No.
I'm just wondering.
I get what you're saying.
Like, and
but I miss the good old days.
Just to expose them to that, so that there is no more stigma.
But you have to understand, Joel and I are a little older than both of you, and we remember the good old days.
I'm all for the grit and
they had
bohemian
Art Fest on Westheimer and Montrose, and Gay Pride. All that went away because straight people wanted to make sure that we had a child-friendly environment. And no more drinking on the street.
Where? At Pride?
At Pride.
There's drinking everywhere. That's why they've enclosed it. You can't take drinks in or out. But
at the Pride Festival,
it's laden with drinks.
Girl, we're gay. It's going to be alcohol all over the place.
No, I haven't been in years.
Okay.
I can't suffer the heat.
But I hear that.
What I'm saying is, the good old days, as far as I'm concerned, were gay people and their children, and not straight people and their children. And
I don't know what it's like.
I'm just a little anti-straight. I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
And I will say that the Equal Rights campaign, that yellow and blue symbol, is a stance for equality in both directions. It is no signifier that I'm a homosexual, just that I believe they deserve equal treatment.
Right.
And isn't that what we're working towards, though? Is to be undiscernible from the rest of the community? I understand that we want to be special and fabulous.
I own the fact that
we want our families to, and the future families to...
See, having lived in San Francisco, I was much more into, the Folsom Street fairs and the Dory Alley fairs, because those are, we're going to get gay, and we're not expressing this to the world. Right. This is, for us right here now.
Exactly.
And I think
gay pride is more
look
at us, we want to express ourselves to you. It's more like a public expression, and I just was never into that.
And if you've got Folsom,
I'm kind of embarrassed by it. I don't want my people in my life who are straight to look at that and go, "Oh, this is what Chris is about," because actually, I'm not really about that at all.
Would you rather them look at Folsom I didn't say you're about that.
No, because I mean that's just for me. That's not for them.
Yeah, that's
But
not for
Folsom,
That's like me going
Folsom
to a
is
club.
for,
But anyone
Folsom
can
is
get in.
strictly for gay.
Anyone could get
And
into
I get
Folsom.
that. I've been
but
to San
Folsom,
Francisco. That is
gay pride.
Yeah.
It's
That's
on
not even-
very.
That's
And
not
kind
even
of, yeah, because Folsom is probably more what I'm about.
But if you say, "Oh, I went to Folsom this weekend," nobody could Google what Folsom is and see it. The same as they could the gay
No, they
pride
can.
parade.
I don't think anyone would. I think people would
Would you
take
rather?
that as like a fringe. Like Folsom is Folsom. It's not like gay pride parade.
It's kind of, isn't it the same
Right.
thing as like what happened?
But
What's that
I'm
thing
just
that happens
curious,
in
like that
Louisiana?
you would rather like coworkers
Mardi Gras.
and
No,
and
not Mardi
constituents
Gras.
know
The other gay
Folsom
celebration that the
and
gay,
recognize you.
Well, we're having two conversations.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We
We're
have to
having
stop
two.
doing
Yeah, we
that.
got to stop doing
Yeah.
that. But isn't Folsom no different from the what's it called in Louisiana? They have a
Southern decadence.
Southern
Southern
Decadence,
Decadence,
which
right.
is also just gay men, basically.
I feel like
Folsom
okay.
is
For me,
together
I
and
feel
just
like for me,
being
I feel like
decadent.
gay pride is like this is who we are,
Mhm.
and Folsom is like okay, this is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Folsom is very, very
Mm-hmm.
fetish and
Yeah.
leather
Mm-hmm.
biased, and whereas Southern Decadence is more free for all,
Mm-hmm.
and all the different cliques
We
and
should get a
sects
Southern
of
Decadence.
gays.
Right.
I've never
go
been
to
to Southern Decadence.
Southern Decadence to do that.
Mhm.
You get the, and then there's Bigger Vegas and a whole
Mhm.
plethora of Chub and Chaser events that happen
Mhm.
that I get invited
And
to.
I think that
But-
I understand what Randy's point was about gay pride because it's now Houston pride, and I
Yeah.
feel like that it spends more time talking about Houston
And
it's
I'm
and less
because-
time talking about.
And
you
I
know,
I want to.
gay
It's become
community.
sanitized in a way
Yeah.
for the city to
Yeah,
like market
exactly.
itself.
It's become
But that's what we
sanitized.
wanted.
No.
We want it to be a part of the community, an invisible part of the community where we don't get dragged and we just.
I
are
mean, you
people
kind of
in
have a
the community.
point.
You kinda
I
have a
think there's a
point.
threshold. There's some line there.
The pride flag
Yeah.
is the only
But
thing
I
that.
appreciate y'all being on my side just a little bit because I have to
And
retract.
I'm just trying to
No, no, no,
understand
I
it.
need
I'm
to
not saying
retract
you're
You're
wrong.
again.
retracting again.
No,
Again,
It's-
I don't want the straight
But if you
people to
don't
think
go-
I actually hate them.
But if you don't go to
That's
Pride,
what
you
you
don't
wanna
participate in it, and you're not like
I
I would.
don't
Straight
say-
people, did you
I
hear
would
that?
say try to get on and volunteer with the Pride Houston committee. Like I've done with that with years and years and years. The last few years that I went,
And I've
I
gotten a
did the
gay.
VIP
I've
thing,
gotten a
but-
gay pride the last
That's a good idea.
the
Actually.
last several years. So
yeah,
100%
Joel
worth it.
goes.
I go.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
like
making a
1,000
go.
degrees
I mean,
out there.
I've never seen any kind of celebration from
Mhm.
Houston, but that could just be because I'm in
Mhm.
the little VIP area and like,
You need to get me in the VIP area. Bitch.
Yeah.
do you buy tickets to it?
Okay, I didn't say buy tickets. I said you need to get me into the VIP area. I ain't said nothing about buying.
Ain't nobody got $300 for
I
that.
got $300 laying around. What's wrong with you?
It is free drinks all day long.
I know what it is.
But it's not free.
No, it's not free. And by
The
the way,
drinks are included.
And by the way,
And you
I
have a
remember
designated seating area.
the
It's
last time
marvelous.
that they had Pride in Montrose. The last time they had the Pride Parade in Montrose, I was able to get on top of the roof of Mary's when Mary's was open.
Oh, nice.
And be able to, I got a VIP pass. I was able to get drinks all day. I had a good time. Girl, I had a good time. And Mary's,
Ooh.
you know, Mary's was that type of bar.
I need to go see Javier.
Girl, Mary's.
Mary's
was fun.
I miss Mary's.
But
And I think
girl,
the
Mary's
mural is
smelled like
gone.
dead flies.
I think the mural
What's
is
these dead
gone,
flies
though.
smell like?
I don't know
Didn't
what
they paint that little building?
We used to have
Yeah, I think the mural
It's all
was
black. It
gone.
became that one
Yeah.
of
the
those-
mural's gone. No, they tore down. The
No. They left the mural
The
up on
building
the
is there.
side. They left the mural
No,
up
the
on the
mural-
side.
Where's Mary's at?
Yeah,
Where's
but
Mary's
I think
located?
the mural is gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they tore the building
And that place
down.
had been open
They
since
made that little
1972.
black
is-
building, right?
And this is what sometimes
On West
pisses me
Highway?
off about Houston. You just tear down old things, but something new,
But
new and tacky.
you realize
we're slow for
you
we're
realize-
slow for the preservation.
Okay, all right,
Mm-hmm.
we're talking on top of each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Houston is slow
I
for
just-
preservation.
I want to say something about Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I've never smoked weed at a bar before in my life until I was at Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a backyard.
It was.
They didn't just
it was
have
lovely back.
They had a back garden.
Well, wait.
Mhm.
They had a backyard.
Sorry, I missed the conversation because I was making a bitch his drink.
Oh, honey.
What are we
That-
talking about?
I was-
Mm-hmm. No, we're still
talking about the bar Mary's.
Where was that?
Houston.
Oh no, because we were talking about the VIP tickets, and I said, well, the last time I was a VIP was the last time that they had Pride in Montrose.
Wait, you know what?
I was on top of the roof at Mary's. That was the last time Mary's was open, by the way.
Yes.
And we were
Where's
having
Mary's
drinks, and they had a full
Westheimer.
Westheimer and Wall.
Now he's recapping
It's that little
for you.
black building.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
He's recapping for you.
Yeah.
But everybody else already heard this shit.
I know, right?
So let me tell my little story, and y'all shut the fuck up.
And
Okay.
he smoked weed in the backyard at Mary's, and now you're all caught up. Go.
No, that's not.
That's where we were going.
That's where we're going. Just go
I know
ahead and
that.
go,
You
girl.
just said that. I was
Why
catching
you-
him up.
All right.
He's about to shut you up.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good. Anyway,
Taste mode.
so Mary's was the first bar that I ever smoked weed at,
Mhm.
and I was on. They had a set of bleachers, like 4 or 5 tiered, and this couple from Ohio was there, and girl, it was 7
Represent.
o'clock in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, Queen, because back in the day,
Mhm.
Mary's
Start
was
early.
open at 6 a.m.
Oh wow.
I used to love that.
And oh yeah,
Wait,
I could not.
I'm a
drink.
day
What were you doing at
drinking
Mary's
bitch.
at 7 a.m. in the morning?
If you think about it, I was a night auditor. So my 7 a.m., my 6 a.m. was my happy hour. I was
Oh,
getting
okay,
off
that
work.
makes
No,
sense.
Yeah,
I was
well,
getting off work at
with
6
me,
a.m.
it was
Get
my
back
day
on
off.
your phone.
It was my day off
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday, and so I was there.
There's a few that are open now. Still.
And so,
DJs used to be open at 6 a.m.
girl, I love you. Can I finish this fucking story?
I thought it was done.
I know you need to
I'm
hurry up
gonna hurl
and
my
get
drink at
done.
you.
Girl, turn the fan on, bitch.
Girl, hurry up and
God.
finish this story.
Girl, I'm done. You know what? You motherfuckers
I
missed
want to
out.
hear about the couple from Ohio. Go on here,
The
girl.
couple from Ohio had never smoked weed in public at a bar either.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were smoking weed and having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with a man who's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
But the motherfucker looked like Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
He was a really sweet guy. He was in the movie Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Nothing dirty going on.
And he was very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
He was a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want him for that.
Mm-hmm.
This girl, I ain't sleeping with no prostitute, dirty dick,
Where's
dusty.
So
and
I was like,
rusty.
where is this going? Because I thought y'all slept together. I was going to ask you how big his dick was.
Oh no, it's big.
That part he
No,
knows.
he's.
Oh my god, you
He gave me a picture of it.
Oh, okay. He gave. Wait, somebody
Give you
just
a
had a
picture?
picture of their dick. You know, this is back before.
What year was that?
This is,
19.
He had a Polaroid of
he
it.
had a Polaroid of his dick
Yeah,
in his back pocket.
Polaroid. Girl, it wasn't no Polaroid.
Mhm.
The man is a prostitute.
Mhm.
Send me a dick pic.
He's just
You get it
showing
in
you
the
a
mail?
dick pic.
Mm-hmm.
That was his card.
Ooh, so that was the invention of the dick pic.
You've actually met him. You've actually met him.
I probably have not.
Yeah, you have.
I probably have not.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I think it's about time to go on break.
yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just about
You
time to
guys,
go
like,
on
open
break.
your wallet and like
Mm-hmm.
and all your dick pics instead of your kids and like your dog. It's
I don't save dick pics from other people.
I say penis pic.
Randy, take us out on break.
We are going on break, and let me tell y'all something. I'm not going to talk about dick pics or any pics after this. Let's just come on back.
We're whipping out the Polaroids.
Hey, welcome back. And you know what? We had a good break, honey. Y'all don't know what we talked about.
We took
and you never will.
We talked about my enlarged aorta.
We talked about his enlarged aorta.
And what people can do with the enlarged aorta.
Mhm.
Looking on the bright side, silver lining.
Yes,
Yeah.
the silver lining to all of this.
To a
You
dilated.
know, I
aorta.
actually heard about a man in prison who had a colostomy bag or me bag, and he got an infection because somebody was fucking him in his bag.
Wait, what?
In the bag?
In the
What?
bag
Where do you hear this
area.
shit? No pun intended.
That person's not a smart person.
No.
He deserved an infection.
Pretty much.
Bless
yeah.
his heart.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
much.
don't often wish that kind of stuff on people, but he deserved
Yeah,
the
he
affection.
kind of deserved that.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
He fucked a colostomy bag?
Yeah, the equivalent of fucking a Ziploc
Full of shit.
box full of shit. Bag full of shit.
Thanks for grossing me out.
I'm
Go
sorry.
straight fries to colostomy bags. I do not
Easily.
Oh, because they're both mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both full of shit.
They're both full of shit. Exactly. Y'all,
In
that's
perfect
amazing.
timing.
You
And
led us to the perfect opening for the second half.
that was my intention, bitch. That was my intention all along.
Was that your real intention?
Yeah, it was. Chris has something to say.
Cruel intention.
And
I do.
I'm ready to listen. You got a card.
Oh, no, I'm just...
They aren't his cards.
Right around this glorious time, every year I hear the same thing every time. Where's our straight pride parade? That's your card.
They're not his
Yeah, I
cards. He's not.
I know. I was writing down notes for
But Randy said he had something to say, but I was like,
I
those aren't Chris's
do. I
cards.
do. Actually,
Oh, Randy has
your
something to say.
straight pride parade is straight up my ass.
That's why I said it's a bunch
Is
of
that
those
a
guys
good
on the
thing?
DL.
Is that a good thing though?
And
If
I thought
it's-
you were saving that for marriage.
if it's thick.
So,
You don't want that to be your first time.
the question is, if you were on the council,
Mm-hmm.
would you allow them to have their straight pride parade?
Well, I honestly, they didn't really have a choice. It's all about freedom of speech,
And
they do
expression
have,
and whatnot.
yeah,
As
and
long as
have
they
their
petition
right
and
to
fill out the
express-
right paperwork.
Yeah, as long as they have the right paperwork and stuff. I mean, I would laugh.
I would sign
I
up to
would be
be.
laughing so hard it'd be ridiculous because I'd be like, oh wait, you're serious?
I'd sign up to be on the planning committee and put a bunch of little Easter eggs in the parade where like gay folks could see it on TV and be like, "Oh my god, they're on the
estimate
DL."
that you're going to be having?
Wait,
at
so I can
this
have a Church of
parade?
Satan parade?
Yeah.
You can have a Church of Satan.
I can
parade.
have a...
I'm concerned.
You have to
if
fill out
you're
the filing.
thinking about a Church of Satan parade.
Actually, the Church of Satan is not what you think it is.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
You know what?
But we're not going
done
there.
with
We're not going to go there.
We're not going
I'm
there.
not fixing to
We
have
have both
another
literally and
religious
figuratively
battle
gone
on
down
this
a dark path.
episode.
No.
that.
Could I have
No.
a parade for people that like macaroni and cheese?
I guess so.
If you have to fill out the paperwork and you actually
And you
have to
fill
have
out
an
the proper
organization,
paperwork.
All right,
I guess.
all right, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go there.
there has to be a committee.
What, the parade
Are you
of macaroni and
Are
cheese?
you anti-mac and cheese?
Are you
too?
anti-mac and cheese?
You know what? You bitches need to shut the hell up.
Because I like mac and cheese. I thought this
That
was the South.
could be
Oh,
a
and
deal
that's
breaker for
why,
me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge red flag.
All right, you know what? I got
You know,
to
I
Trader
thought you were
Joe's-
raised in the South.
Trader Joe's mac and cheese. It's pretty good.
I make an amazing mac and cheese.
Trader
never
Joe's,
had
y'all
it.
need to pay us because he mentioned your mac and cheese.
It's
Not
good.
a, not a
I love
sponsor.
mac and cheese.
It's got 4 cheeses.
Not a sponsor, by the way.
Anyway,
I make a mean croque monsieur.
What's that?
It's a French grilled cheese sandwich.
Wow.
oh yeah,
It's very
several
involved,
cheeses.
but oh my gosh,
How
How
involved,
involved
is
does
it?
a grilled cheese sandwich need to be?
it's very involved.
I'm intrigued.
because so like you have
And
to
titillating.
toast and crust both pieces of bread,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to make a special sauce for it, and then you fill it with the cheese, and you actually make the sandwich, and you. Fry
Is
the
that
whole
what
thing.
they do? You know, the restaurants that are just all about grilled cheeses. Is that like what they do?
I've never seen a croque monsieur on a menu, but I was big and I was live streaming my cooking a while back, and the croque monsieur was one of the things that I featured
Ooh, so we can see
in my
it.
live stream. Yeah, you can see me make one and the whole process.
Is it
and all
Facebook
that.
or Google
Facebook.
or
Facebook?
YouTube? I mean?
I need to see this.
Yeah.
I might want to make this.
Yes.
I like
might.
making
It's
I might
really
want to
good.
eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Well,
like
I
you
like
just want
making
a
stuff.
really good grilled cheese sandwich, manchego is expensive, but absolutely, I wouldn't recommend getting like half a pound of it. But like if you get a few slices and you're just making yourself a grilled cheese sandwich, manchego is balls deep good for a
Balls
grilled
deep?
cheese sandwich.
That's
Oh my
delicious.
goodness,
That is delicious.
The-
That sounds
the
delicious.
best kind of grilled cheese
been a
sandwich.
long
I know.
time.
It's been a long time. For
I wonder
you.
I wonder if anyone's made a grilled cheese sandwich out of dick cheese.
I hope not.
God, I hope not.
What would it taste like?
I don't even want to know.
Have you ever?
There's some water
come
out front in the
have you
gutter.
ever? That's a good question, though. Have you ever come across that much dick cheese that
To make a sandwich?
you could make a sandwich out of it?
Because we
like
need
maybe
to,
a little
Because
Ritz.
if you have,
we need to
bless
find this.
your heart.
I've
girl.
never-
we
I've
need
never
to
actually
find
seen
this
dick
person
cheese,
and give
period.
him a good washing.
I've seen dick cheese once.
We need to give him a good
Did
washing.
you invite them to never come back ever again and leave immediately?
Or at least give him a good washing before you send him out. Go in there and wash your dick before you leave this house.
Wait,
but you're not putting it in me.
Wait, but that's a
Joel,
fact.
I want to hear his story.
No, that's no story. That was it.
Did you eat it? Dick cheese once. There must be something
Google?
to
Did you
it.
eat it? Did you taste
The
it?
dick cheeser wishes to remain anonymous.
So, it was on a hiking trip you were on, and you were the...
Nobody asked you to name names.
Was this your dick cheese? Is that why you said don't name it?
He said he's seen dick cheese
Was it your? Was it your?
Like I said, the dick cheeser wishes to
Because it was your own dick cheese, wasn't it? Oh my God, Chris!
What?
Oh my
Backpacking
God.
through Europe.
First
Showers
of all,
are hard to come
Here
by.
are two things, ladies and gentlemen, that we have discovered about Chris.
Wait,
one, he is 8 inches, and two, obviously uncut. Because if we're talking about dick cheese,
We could just say creamery.
No, I'm definitely cut.
Mr. Purvis's creamery.
We're not hating uncut.
It was when I was younger.
Who's hating uncut people?
No one's hating
nobody.
Come
Come
Just
back
dick
to reality.
cheese doesn't happen.
Reality.
Ouch.
You said, "Wait, I'm cut." It's like
Dick
there
cheese
ain't
just
no
doesn't
shame
happen
being
usually
uncut.
with
There isn't any.
with cut
There
individuals.
is not
And
any
I'm not
shame.
saying
There's
that
no word
you
for
were
it to-
saying that there's shame.
Cultivate.
I'm not saying that you're saying that.
So
I'm
you're
saying that.
explaining what you were explaining about being uncut to being cut.
Apparently,
You're explaining about
because
being
I
uncut.
offended him.
And that's not offensive in any way. I don't understand.
No,
No,
it's
I
not
just don't want
offensive.
someone to erroneously talk about my penis. I want to set the facts straight.
Well, I don't talk about penis, so y'all know me if you've ever
Never
listened to the
erroneously.
show.
Never erroneously when we
I talk about cock
I
or
have to-
dick, but never.
So if you
penis.
have a penis, it ain't anywhere near coming out of Randy's mouth.
We know what a
Or going
penis
in
looks like, and if you've got 8 inches, you don't have a penis.
What is it? Then?
It's a cock.
You have
It's
a
a
cock.
cock.
You have a cock. Okay, do we have like a... I don't know why I'm asking these questions. This is weird.
I don't know.
So are we talking... You know, I've seen pencil thin at 8 inches. And
Oh my
pencil thin at
God.
8 inches
How
is not
disappointing.
pretty. It is not pretty. It's just not pretty.
I hate when it's thick in the middle and then gets
Yeah,
little at the base.
right.
And it's like, oh, the poor thing, it's got such a weak neck. It can't even hold its head up.
What about the ones that are like curved up or curved to the side?
Curved up is
Curved
good.
up.
Side
Curved
to side
up
is like,
good. Side to side is bad. Curved up.
Well, wait, what's
girl.
bad?
Curved
Well,
up?
just your
I mean,
curved up
insides
is
don't
when
do
it's
that.
hard, when it's hard and curved up, it's
Side to side.
Wait, are we talking about curved or angled?
no
Curved.
Curved.
Even curved or angled. But, I mean, curved and angled up, straight up, there's anatomically a benefit to that.
Oh, supposedly
yeah.
it hits your.
You're
Oh,
on
yeah.
point for the prostate
You're on
without
point.
repositioning.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff
That's
right
good
there.
stuff,
That's good stuff.
bitch.
You're on point. I mean, straight is fine. I mean, I'm straight, but
But if
Not
it's curved
that I
to the
would
side,
know,
you gotta...
because I'm not supposed to be talking about sex
We're
on this episode. 'cause
we're
I
not
talk
talking about
way
sex.
too much.
We're talking about the human anatomy,
Talking
which
about
happens to be
penises.
male,
Or cocks.
which is cocks. And by the way,
Dicks.
we went way from the city council of Boston to cocks. That's how
the
much-
city council of Boston is actually full of cocks.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's not their,
Dickheads.
it's not their fault.
What way is
They are
That's
government
right.
officials. They have to go by the law.
Yeah.
They have to respect people's wishes to do. You can throw a KKK rally if you
And-
want to.
yeah.
And
The thing you're gonna find is
we're
it's
not having a show on
expensive.
KKK rallies. So,
But
the
if
thing
we
is
were,
that, yeah.
there are several, I'm sure, sheets that I would like to get under.
When it's full of the same thing, latent down low homosexuals who don't want to show their faces. And it's like what they're gonna find is that the pride, any pride parade is super fucking expensive. There's nobody gonna get behind a fucking straight parade. It's gonna be a sad,
Who would sponsor it? Too?
It's a sad, sad day.
No one's going to sponsor
No
it.
one's going to
Nobody.
sponsor it. No
They-
one would have
Budweiser might.
Budweiser.
No,
And
Budweiser,
every day.
girl.
I'm
No,
sorry.
might.
Every
Bush.
lesbian will stop drinking Budweiser.
No, Budweiser has been sued already, bitch.
Yeah.
Bush
Back in
and-
the day,
and Keystone Light.
Budweiser was sued already. So
Well, Bud Light is the
Budweiser's
biggest pride
done
sponsor.
with the gays.
No. Bud Light is the biggest sponsor.
Don't they kind of say like that Glad has sort of become Nazi-ish in terms of who they go after? Like they're so like you can't say this, you can't say that.
Yeah,
we're going to boycott you for doing this.
I think there's a certain. I agree with you.
I've heard like they've gone overboard.
I blame Chastity Bono for that.
Why?
Well,
because it's fun to say. I blame Chastity Bono.
Wait, isn't Chastity Bono dead?
No,
that's the Phoenix.
That's
the Phoenix
son.
Yes, that's
daughter.
No,
son.
Super cutie.
Excuse me,
son.
Chunky butt.
See, guess what? You're in trouble.
Why?
Because you and Joe are transphobic.
Wait, what?
I said son.
I know. I'm joking about
I said daughter.
the fact that Joel has had reviews.
Your jokes.
Let's talk about this for a second.
I'm all like texting them about hot dudes, and you turn it into some racial thing.
I think Chad Bono's hot.
Totally shut down my
He
fun.
knows me. I'm kidding.
I think Chad
called him
Bono
completely did. I'm like, what is going?
No, he was objectifying.
You had a
that
fucking
was fun
thorn in your ass or something.
I was actually having fun.
Because I was like enjoying his.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
And suddenly I was stressed out.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
We don't even know what we're talking
about. You could follow the group text.
And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We don't even know what we're talking about half the time.
No, the truth is, I have fun with. I like to joke with people about shit that could actually be real, but it's not.
But sometimes when you joke about
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sometimes when you joke about that, though, I have to look at you and go, is he joking?
I'm joking.
No, if he's joking. Because he's got a serious
He invited me to this funeral last week, and I was like, that's so funny. You shouldn't do that.
You really
should stop making fun of
you really have to work on your whatever.
You know what, bitches?
We love you.
Y'all need to
realize
what funny is. And I have a macabre
you don't need to realize
sense of
what
humor.
funny is.
I have a macabre sense of humor. And I'm very dark.
Oh, I'm very
dark sense of humor.
I think I'm darker than you.
You might even call it black.
Oh shit!
Why has it got to be black?
Why does it have to be black?
Went there, found out he was 4% black. And
so
3, right? 3, but all of it counts.
Put in scholarship.
My neighbor,
yeah, I know.
My neighbor just got a new car.
Mine is a terrible thing to waste, baby.
1/4 black or not.
So my neighbor got a new car, and its color is black, and he named it.
What?
Oh,
he named it Moesha.
He named it Moesha.
Moesha.
Why didn't know you? I'm like, did you name it Moesha because it's black? He was like, yeah.
He better be black.
Moesha. He's not black.
Oh no!
See, that's
not name your car Moesha.
You know
what?
That's just wrong.
What's wrong?
Is that it's not even a good representation of black culture?
Moesha.
I told him he should have called it Shaniqua at least. I mean,
I would have gone with Shaniqua. I definitely would have gone with
Shaniqua is
cookie.
You know what? This is all wrong. I'm sorry.
If I had a black spirit animal, it would most definitely be Cookie.
Hey, you gotta have fun with things,
right?
You're not being mean about
Cookie.
something or somebody.
But Moesha, that's so 90s. I would have gone with Shaniqua.
So 90s. I'd have gone with Cookie.
It's like
Cookie's my spirit animal.
Yeah, you would have gone with
yeah, no, I'm not going with Moesha. I would have gone with Shaniqua or something else. But I would not go with Moesha.
Those braids, though. Oh, Moesha.
See, this is a white person that does not know what to do.
She brought leggings
with a black core,
to
obvious.
To the forefront of wearing them in public.
Who?
It never would have occurred to me to name a car a black name simply because it was black.
But
I had Betsy's. A lot of Betsy cars.
Were any of them black?
No.
Have you ever had a black car?
Blue.
Have you ever had
yellow.
A black car?
No, but if I did,
then you don't know.
If I did,
until you have a black baby, you don't.
You know what? If I did have a car that was black, it would.
What would you name it?
Betsy.
But you said you had Betsy before.
Why do we even name cars female names in the first place?
Actually, I named my car Josh.
Oh,
that's odd.
That's hot.
I love Josh
It's odd.
Brolin.
That's hot.
I wanted
like
a hot cut.
My Siri is a British man. I did not want the lady on my phone, so I changed it to a British man. Which is
I knew
sexy.
somebody who had an Australian one.
Mm-hmm. I get a hard on every time I ask Siri for something.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
hot.
a
Did
British.
you get him to change your name? Like
No,
Boss Man
I
or Daddy?
stay here.
I wish.
Like they
When
do.
we
No,
do
you
the
can
show,
change it.
I
Oh,
stay
they
here.
address you.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll say your name.
I hear him talking to Siri and, hello,
Wait,
what do you need? Yeah, that's fine.
will Siri respond if you say, like, I need a dick up my ass or something?
I don't know. Hey
She'll be
Siri.
like, this is what I found on the internet.
I don't know. Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri.
I don't know that one.
What was it you wanted me to ask him?
You need to dig
Well,
up your
I
ass.
need him to respond first.
Okay. Hey Siri. I need a dick up my ass. And I don't think he knows what to say to that.
Well, I have to
Apparently
say,
you guys are
I
not
have
on
to
that
say,
level yet.
We're not on that level
We've
yet.
reached a new low on the show.
Well, we're asking Siri if I could have a dick up my ass.
Yeah.
And
So-
Siri still hasn't answered.
I want to hear his
Joel,
voice, though.
I want to hear his answer, but his answer is
Can
not
we at least hear his
forthcoming,
voice?
So I guess he'll pop up when he pops up.
Say, hey,
Oh, he said that's not nice.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
All that time you could have said, "Hey
Wow.
Siri."
Apparently, he's never had a dick
Is that
up his ass.
Apparently
is that
not,
breadcrumbing?
because-
Is that
Siri's kind of homophobic.
I think Siri is going to end up at the straight pride parade.
I mean, that's kind of homophobic.
see? That's a reason.
That's
That's a
kinda-
reason to show up
I'm
in
feeling
general.
judged.
Or worse
I'm
than that,
feeling judged by
the
my
gay
own
pride
technology.
parade.
Time to switch.
I mean, I don't own
Galaxy.
the technology. No one owns their technology, but
Bixby is not.
I'm not
Shall we-
feeling
shall we-
the love from Siri.
Shall we try what Galaxy?
All right, you
what
know
Bixby
what?
has to say
Let's
about
get
it?
back. Let's get back.
I actually want to hear that. What does?
Are we
Hey-
not going to
hey,
do the
Bixby.
show?
Yes, we're doing the show.
We're doing the show. We're finding out what our technology can do for our booties. Hey, Bixby. Oh, before we get started,
Bixby.
Your phone is named Bixby.
just my personal assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bixby, I need a dick up my ass.
I didn't understand that.
Okay, well at least she was understanding.
And can, at least she
At least she was like, I don't know what
Women,
that
Oh, no,
means.
she said I
women
didn't
don't really
understand that.
enjoy a dick up their ass.
Actually, they're
So-
starting to enjoy it a little bit
At
more.
least she
Cosmo
didn't-
is writing so many issues.
Yeah,
She didn't
but
play
the
games
truth
like
is-
Siri did.
Mhm.
She came right back with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Cosmo's talking about anal sex?
Mm-hmm. That's how I got some of the information from last week, from a
Oh.
couple of weeks ago. Yep. So Cosmo's actually writing stories on
Because
anal
they're sick
sex.
of their dudes going to dudes to get anal.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna lose some straights here.
Wow.
But like, you girls need to up your sphincter game.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the truth is, women don't have the proper sensation to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
a
that's
prostate.
true. They don't. They
They
don't have-
enjoy for me, in my mind, they enjoy the idea that they're doing something different
Keeping
for
their
their
man.
man.
And not getting pregnant.
They
Because
enjoy-
men love
and not get pregnant. Exactly.
men love
They're keeping their
anal
man.
sex.
Out of the bookstore.
And I'm not saying straight men are gay because they love to fuck women. I'm just saying
They don't want a baby
But
either.
wait, isn't fucking a vagina, I would imagine, would feel better because you have the
Well-
vaginal walls are all...
Nah,
Right, but you can-
the vaginal
as-
walls
as long
are
as
like
you-
lasagna.
It's wide
Compared
open.
to an ass.
Especially,
I
if
like
you're,
lasagna.
especially if you're big. Like once you get to like the uterus and
If you've
cervix,
had a
like it's
child-
way big.
Oh,
The
I'm not
woman's
talking
had a
about
chi-
post.
No, even
children.
before. Look,
But
even before you
Because
had
we're
a
the
child,
experts on this.
I mean,
Anal,
I've never...
we are.
anal, you don't have anal with a woman as long as you're both
So
DV
wait,
free and in a monogamous
The
relationship.
anus will squeeze your dick more than a vagina will?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Hell
the
yeah.
sphincter muscle is actually your
Well,
strongest.
it depends on your
muscle in
kegel.
the
That's
body.
just
the
like...
strongest
But
muscle
after
in
you
the
get
body.
past, after
It
you get
depends on your
past that,
kegel.
it's just...
Because the sphincter controls urethral.
After you get past the sphincter,
clamping
it's
as
just
well.
cavity, right?
No.
Well, I have there's a second O-ring in there.
No,
Oh, really?
you.
There's like the chamber, and then there's.
I'm stopping myself because I talked about this shit on the last episode.
But if you think
and
about
I
it,
talked
like,
about how I know how to work it, bitch.
Kegel exercises,
And I
it all
shouldn't be
just
talking
depends
about that,
on their
because-
maintenance and muscle control. Because the vaginal cavity has just as many muscles and
We
the
always
ability
end
to
up in the
control them
ass.
as the anus does. But
We are gay.
Um, But the real benefit there is she doesn't have to be on birth control, which can be damaging. And if you're one of those people who's super health conscious, a long-term birth control where you have unprotected sex can, hinder your ability to have babies later on in life. So the solution to that, and, if you're into the raw dogging, as they call it in the straight world, you can have unprotected anal sex and not have any kind of a worry about a baby. She's not going to get pregnant.
Well, we all know that, hell.
Yeah, but then what's mystifying about girls taking it in the butt?
Nothing's mystifying about it other than the fact
there's an
that
extra
girls...
sensation when it's a dude. There is an extra sensation because of the...
No,
but that's why girls do it.
What mystifies me is that women allow that behavior and they're not getting any pleasure out of it other than the fact that it's taboo, if you will.
Mm-hmm. I don't agree with that. I think there's
they don't have a prostate.
No, but they're keeping their man happy. I mean, there are a lot of women who...
Fuck that motherfucker and his happiness. You know what? I got a dick for his fucking mouth.
Shove hands for boyfriends at the
I
table.
will shove it down his
Men
throat
at the table who have boyfriends?
and tell him, eat this, motherfucker.
No, none of us
Be
have a
happy.
boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
None of us have a boyfriend.
I was just show of hands for guys who have boyfriends.
All right. None of us have a boy. Do you still have a boyfriend?
No, no. I'm
right.
just saying Brandy is like,
No,
screw that motherfucker.
I'm not
and we're wondering why there's not a man in that
Show of hands
situation.
for everybody who wants
You
a
don't
boyfriend.
wonder. You don't wonder.
I don't wonder.
I'm
I know
not
absolutely.
placating any man. But
if you're in a relationship, you don't want a baby.
No, sweetheart.
That's why. That's
we were beyond the
is another
fish.
baby.
That's a
We
huge
were
reason
beyond
that-
the fish at that point.
Is this conversation?
Wait, I'm so
degenerating?
confused because then we
Yes.
switched from fish to something else.
No, we were done with the fish.
Wait, we're talking.
Issue.
You're saying fish again? Really?
Are we really saying?
I'm gonna
fish?
have to start saying penis.
You know what? I'm old school, and I'm kidding.
You're saying
I'm
fish.
Fish is
kidding
old
when I
school.
say
You got mad at
fish.
me when I said fag hag.
That's old school.
Shouldn't
Fish
say
is not.
fag hag.
Fish is not old school.
So what topics do we have on the board?
Let's move
Moving
on.
right along.
Let's move on. And frankly, if I have offended any woman, I'm sorry. I'm just playing. God damn. This is supposed to be a comedy show.
Check your thyroid if you're offended, because you need to see your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, that's everything on Straight Pride. Honey, we've already gone down that road. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just a free for all now.
It's just kind of a free for all. We're still.
Oh, can we talk about the
big.
people-
Who is John Hugo?
John Hugo is the president of Super Fun, whatever that shit is on the board. I can't read it. And I'm like,
It ain't super
and it's
fun if you
a
don't know
white
who he is.
supremacist.
Oh, you know what?
Super
I have to say,
kind of
there's
thing.
nothing wrong with a little white supremacy.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely not.
A lot of latent homosexuality.
Somebody's got to be on top, bitch. All I'm saying is,
I mean, with us three, it's
there's
they're on
always
top. It's
a
white
supreme.
supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a supreme.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is there?
if she happens or he happens to be white,
Well, he's white. I'm white. If we're on bottom, then we're being suppressed, aren't we?
well,
In this house, you are.
look,
Oh, that's suppression.
I don't
That's
have a problem.
suppression.
Listen, we all have a goal in life to reach, and if you can be white and
I wanna
and then
reach
call
the second
yourself
O-ring.
supreme,
Mm-hmm.
good for you.
I'm the next supreme, bitches.
Have your Straight Pride parade.
Straight pride.
I would seriously.
And
I would
enjoy
get on
the-
that planning committee
The
just
six
so that I
white
could.
dudes who'll be walking down the parade with you. So, and the
Yeah.
gay guy.
And the gay guy.
In chili stains,
And the
white
gay
beer.
The gay guy who's blowing all the other
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
You know that motherfucker's getting so much dick.
I was gonna say that's
The
a good
gay
connect.
guy who's amongst all these motherfuckers
Oh, he's
who are
getting some dick.
pent up
Mm-hmm.
with their issues about homosexuality, and there's one gay dude.
So they're incorporating
Mm-hmm.
being
sounds
on
like
the
a movie.
DL. Like now they have an excuse. Like,
sounds like a
oh
movie.
honey,
It does.
I gotta go to the
Or a great
straight
show on
parade planning
Netflix.
committee.
By the way,
meeting.
Netflix made this show.
yeah.
Like, that's a perfect excuse.
gosh.
That's a perfect cover.
Seriously.
They no longer have to work late or go to the gym.
Seriously?
They can just go to the straight pride parade planning committee.
We could call it gay supremacist. About the gay dude who's sucking all these
I almost think
white
that's too edgy for
supremacist
that.
dicks.
We could always say coming in
But
instead of
we
coming
should
out.
write it. That's a good idea.
Yeah. The gay supremacist. Bitch. I don't know about y'all, but
I feel like that was an undertone
back
to
in the day when
American history.
when I was a kid, back in the day, I played many games of strip poker with straight kids when I was a kid, and it always ended up good.
I like how most of your stories always end up good.
See, I cut myself off because I'm trying not to talk so much about.
And yet,
Wait, no, I want to hear some more about
sex
strip
life.
poker.
About my sex life.
I don't want to hear about your sex life as a child. I really do.
No,
not.
it was very rich. No, it was very rich. Very rich.
I don't know.
But
Your
there were
sex stories
there were
from
no
your children
men.
days.
Awkward.
There were other children.
There were other children. I don't want to hear that.
That is even if
That is
it's
the most awkward
child on child,
conversation
it's,
you could possibly ever have.
I'm not telling
Yeah,
anything.
I don't think you can.
I'm not
absolutely cannot.
That's like
You know what?
That's like
I'm not
To clarify to
saying
everyone
anything
out
about
there,
my
these are
childhood
not-
experiences.
If you want to check that out,
I'm not saying
hit up
anything
Nifty.
about. Shut up. I'm not saying
we're about to
anything
get
about
arrested,
sex.
bitch.
they're not.
I'm not saying anything about sex as a child. Joel's like, I'm
Oh
not
God!
comfortable.
You keep on talking.
And that's what I said.
didn't
He
say
keeps
anything.
on saying. He keeps on including children and sex in the same sentence.
Ew.
And the
Ew.
FBI is gonna blast through the window in a second. Like,
no,
This
I did not.
episode's gonna get banned.
I didn't say
I wish
anything about
Straight Pride would get banned, but
I
this episode
simply
is-
said
it's gonna take 1 year.
I'm
I
not
guarantee
going
you.
to say anything about that.
She's getting
That's what I
flustered.
said.
Well, I know, and I was saying that would be an awkward conversation because
We're not having that
I
conversation.
have had a few moments as a child when it
Oh
comes
my
to
God!
that
We're
realm,
still going there.
but I don't want to talk about it
Of course
unless it's a
not.
therapist.
If you want to check that out, y'all, hit up nifty.org. They have an older, younger section.
No, don't you dare!
All fictional stories.
Don't you dare!
I'm not
Written by
into
local
it.
artists.
No. I listen. I don't.
It's intriguing stuff.
Okay, that was
I don't
fun.
trick with anybody. More than 5 years younger than me, or more than
Wait,
10 years
what?
older than me.
Wait, what? Okay,
Lord
we
have
know,
mercy.
No, I'm just saying I don't trick with anybody more than 5 years
Well, that's
younger
Really?
fun.
or 10 years older.
That's not fun.
I had a
How's that
20-something.
fun?
Bitch, I have fun.
I don't limit myself.
My friend Marcus recently told me the story of a 27-year-old who's been pursuing him for months.
How old is Marcus?
Marcus is
Well, see, that's only 5 years younger than me.
his age is undetermined.
They can't quantify it.
David
There's not
White,
numbers.
David White and I have known him for years, and we still don't know his real age.
Are we not doing
This
David?
bitch went
We're
into
not
a
doing David White
coma.
anymore.
No,
This bitch was put into an induced
investigate.
coma because he had pneumonia and the antibiotics weren't working because this fool used to go to Mexico and buy antibiotics and take them like candy. So, yeah, you can't do that. So he
End up with a
was
super germ.
put into an induced coma until the antibiotics worked. And I stood there with his mother and his sister trying to find out what his real age was. This bitch raised up a finger from her coma and wagged her finger and said,
What?
no.
All you had to do is read his bracelet.
And I'm like,
I don't believe that shit.
His DOB
no,
is
that's
on
the honest to God truth. That is the
His
the
DOB
truest
is on the
story on the
bracelet.
planet. I'm like, this bitch.
the
No,
medical
this
bracelet.
bitch had that whited out. No
I'd
one
be able to
knows.
find out how
This
it
Well,
bitch
give
could
us a
be
range.
2,000 years old for all I know.
Well, okay, what's the age difference?
I'm thinking maybe 2 years younger or 2 years older
Then what?
Marcus,
than me.
Well, how
Yeah,
old are
2
you?
I'm
not saying nothing about
So,
Marcus.
He's either
so
2 years
20
younger
so
or
he's
2
half
years
his age.
older.
I'm not saying nothing about Marcus because
So 27 years younger than he
don't
was.
get me twisted up in it.
So, anywho, he had a 27-year-old who was pursuing. What are you doing?
I'm not saying anything about Marcus.
Grasping, she's clutching
While
her
he's
pearls
miming stuff.
in the theater.
Okay, so 27-year-old.
Saying she old as dirt.
Here, write it down.
And
Marcus is old as...
Oh, what is this?
Dirt? He's old as dirt.
Didn't nobody say that?
and he wouldn't pursue it. I said, why don't you just go out on one date and see how you feel?
Yeah.
Don't just turn somebody down just because.
Did they go on a
You
date?
can feel him in the car.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Did they-
feel, you don't have to take him
Just
out
go
on
on
a
a date and see how you feel. If you don't like him, then you just don't like him.
Yeah.
I mean, don't just turn somebody down simply because, you know, of an age
That's an
difference.
experience.
Especially if you can have a
That's an
conversation with them and you can
experience.
get to the date
Yeah.
point.
Have
Like,
an experience.
if I
You can
can't have a
actually-
conversation with you, you're too
You
young
can
for
actually
me.
help them along and give them some wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Or they can give you some
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Or
they
You
can
know,
give you
you
some
can
wisdom.
learn.
You could learn.
You can learn from each other.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Wisdom works both
as
ways.
far as I know, they went on a date. I don't think it went as well as he or somebody had hoped.
Well,
But at
that's
least
when
he went out on a date and he found out. And that's what you want to do. When experiences like that come up to you,
Yeah.
just say yes and see what happens.
Everyone should figure out that dating millennials is pointless for themselves.
Exactly.
It's a first-hand experience.
As the millennial at the
As
table
the millennial.
says.
I am hardly a
get that away
millennial.
from me. It's not a penis.
Put it away, Randy.
Put it away, Randy.
Lord,
Put it back in your pocket.
at
You
the
know what?
dinner table.
Put it back in your pockets.
I was just
Or
kidding.
put it back in your pants.
Am I glossy? I guess I'm glossy.
Mm-hmm.
Mint in yourself will help
You
with
got all that
that.
shine
A
on your
pro
forehead
tip,
now.
y'all,
Let
to
it
keep
shine,
shining
baby.
away, mint in your soap is a huge benefit.
For
Like
what?
actual mentholated oil.
Oh,
Bath and Body Works has an array, and it keeps your pores super
I was
tiny.
joking.
There for the show.
Not a sponsor.
Well, they
but
paid me.
hopefully. No, they didn't.
Yeah,
You have some of their soap.
No, I don't.
Exactly, so they didn't pay you.
No, I'm saying Trader Joe's paid me.
Oh.
Trader Joe's paid.
Have
Okay.
mercy.
Keep up, bitch.
Oh, so that's...
Mhm.
Yeah.
I heard.
You're looking very organic,
Speaking
for
You
sure.
are looking very
Speaking
organic.
of Trader Joe's,
Mhm.
Very organic. Cookie butter.
Cookie
we'll call you
butter?
cookie butter.
Cookie butter.
They don't
Cookie butter biscuit.
Lord
They don't
have
Cookie
mercy.
butter biscuits. Oh,
no,
wow.
I'm sausage biscuit, bitch.
Oh, I'll be cookie butter
I thought
biscuit.
you were just
Yeah,
biscuit. What is it?
I am.
Is it sausage biscuit or biscuit?
well,
You could be
actually,
cornbread
no, that was
biscuit.
going to be my segment according to the biscuit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, go ahead. According
What
to
kind
the
of biscuit are you, Joel?
I don't. I never really thought about it. I guess I'm not really a biscuit. I'm more like a roll.
What?
But you can be a
I'm more like a roll.
What about
like
pumpernickel?
I don't even know what
like
that
a poppy
means.
seed roll.
or like a pumpernickel.
If you're a piece
Yeah,
of bread, what type
pumpernickel.
of bread would you be, Randy?
I would be a hoagie.
A hoagie roll, y'all.
Wait, what would Pinky be?
Seeded rye.
Well, he got the seeded part right.
I don't have anything
If
to
I was
say.
lucky, I guess.
I'm definitely a biscuit, for
Mm.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're a cornbread
No.
biscuit, though?
No, just a regular
No,
biscuit.
just a regular
Is there
old-
such a thing as a cornbread biscuit?
No.
You just
No.
use cornmeal.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Cornbread biscuit?
No
Yeah.
goddamn
They have it at Starbucks.
I'm from the
Chicken
South.
sausage,
Oh my
egg,
God.
cornbread
Damn.
biscuit.
At where?
cornbread biscuit.
Another non-sponsor has a
Mhm. That sounds like something.
chicken
Have
sausage,
mercy.
bacon.
Mhm.
We've mentioned
Cornbread
Trader Joe's,
biscuit.
Netflix, Starbucks, and...
I didn't mention Starbucks. You did.
No, you did.
Actually, I was going to say that sounds like something from Bucky's that you would get on the way.
Now we're mentioning Bucky's.
We look forward to seeing y'all on our
Can we get some endorsement
We are
money
doing
for this
so-
shit?
we're
Right now, we're
Seriously.
showing them that we're good at inserting it into the...
We are
Yeah,
doing a
exactly.
sponsorship road
See
trip
how
coming
organic
up
it is.
in the next few weeks.
Speaking of organic...
We're going to be visiting Trader Joe's and all of these other.
And if we go on a road trip, we'll end up at Bucky's.
Wait, have y'all had the Bucky's nuts? Because I've never had them.
beaver
they're
nuts, oh my god,
delicious.
No.
Oh my god, they're delicious.
you've not had them until you've had them.
Bucky's,
cereal.
call us.
With cereal, really?
No, just as cereal.
Oh, just that cereal?
Like you serve them with milk, like pop cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Is it like corn nuts? I mean, no, not corn nuts. What is it?
not like corn nuts?
No, what's the cereal? The
like pops.
Pops. Is it like
Like
Pops?
corn
It's-
pops?
Kind of like it's like grams
Mm-hmm.
and
Corn pops are very déclassé.
I don't think they make those anymore, to be quite honest.
they don't.
Oh,
They don't make corn
I'm
pops
sad.
anymore.
What
Like
happened to
Pops.
Sugar Smacks?
They're gone too.
Oh my
And
god!
by the
Sugar
way,
Smacks.
Mhm.
Like,
By
other
the
than
way,
making your
I'm
pee
joking when I
smell
say that.
really bad.
Mhm.
I love Smacks.
What would they make your pee smell like?
Bitch, I'll smack
Just
you.
just off.
You like smacks? I'll smack the hell out of you.
I don't like Smacks and I don't like spit.
We don't need any physical violence at the table. Brand.
There was once upon a time somebody had mentioned to me, he's like, open your mouth. And then he spit in my face. I can't. Lightning fast.
Hell.
That hookup was over, and I was dressed and out the door.
How do we get involved in these conversations?
Well, no, this is important because we're gay people.
Sugar smacks and then getting spit in the mouth?
Because he said he was going to smack me.
Sugar smacks lead to
She took
pimp
it there.
smacks.
She took it there. But no, beaver nuggets as cereal, as well as the ginger snaps as cereal, like in milk. So effing good. Oh my goodness. Because they're good by themselves, like super awesome. I could eat whole 2 bags, but
I've never had.
You know,
On
I
milk?
tried putting Lorna Dunes.
Lorna loved?
Oh, I love
Lorna
Lorna
Dunes.
Dunes.
The sugar
I'm playing
sweetie
Lorna
bread
Dunes.
thing.
Lorna
the little
Dunes.
shortbread
I tried
cookies.
putting those in milk once. They don't crumble at all. I'm
And
like, what is
thus, you
this
should
shit
not
made
put it
out
in
of?
your body.
What is this shit made out of? They're $4.99 a box. That shit is expensive. I'm like, how is a cookie that nobody eats is $4.99 a box?
Because it's European. Is there another mosquito on your neck?
Mm-hmm.
There's another mosquito
Is
on
there
your neck.
another
I'm out.
mosquito?
No, listen. I'm mouthing over here to Chris. We need to go and get that
I can't
cookie.
read lips.
That cookie. Your cookie, HEB cookie that you get.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh, girl.
And now they're doing edibles
Stop
at
the
HEB.
press.
Now we're doing
Yes,
edibles at
yes.
HEB.
It's a Belgian cookie. It's good.
Oh,
But last time I was there, they didn't
it's good.
have it.
A
And
Belgian
they
what
make it.
cookie?
They make
Chocolate
it
chip
in
cookie.
chocolate chip. They make it raisin.
Fuck raisins.
They make.
I hate
Fuck oatmeal raisin
Okay,
cookies.
fucking oatmeal raisin.
If you like raisins-
I love fucking oatmeal raisin.
You
I
would.
love-
That is
You
the
would.
anti-cookie.
Actually, I like oatmeal cookies.
Everyone.
I like oatmeal cookies.
I don't like
just
oatmeal raisin.
I don't like.
Oatmeal- no, the peanut butter chocolate that you had.
What?
Oh
No,
geez.
the peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah, you know what,
Aqua
I
I
doll.
never had peanut butter chocolate.
Oh, you haven't
You know,
had that?
I thought they were talking about a weed cookie for a second.
Oh,
I was
wish.
hoping they were the way they were
I was
so
hoping
excited.
they were so excited about it. I thought, is this a weed cookie?
It would have to be to see that kind of excitement.
Yeah, exactly. Is
All
that
right.
cookie that good that y'all are that excited about?
Yeah,
pretty
it's
hell
very
good.
good.
I'm gonna have to get. You're gonna have to bring one.
Pretty hella good.
You're gonna have to bring one, and we're gonna have to try it out.
It's good. Maybe I'll
And
go
then-
get one after.
and then
this
we'll have a whole show. When
After
we
the
talk about
show,
this.
we'll go and get a cookie.
We'll
We'll
do
talk about this
a,
amazing
If you
cookie.
want to get a cookie.
what,
Yeah, let's
what
do
do they
a
call
cookie.
them? It's a when you do like a whole array of something. It's a
Mhm.
Oh, a taste test?
no,
A cornucopia?
no.
A-
I can't think of the word. I'll think of it.
A table?
But well, with just cookies.
Mhm. So you want to do a sampling of cookies?
We could do that. Like a flight of cookies.
Mhm. Is it called a flight?
Well, it's flight when it's alcohol.
Oh, okay.
But I'm trying to think of the name of it, and I can't think of
Well,
the
I'm
word.
on the
right
hunt
now.
for the best chocolate chip cookie. It's kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I haven't figured out the best one yet.
Mhm.
Circle K actually has decent ones.
Mhm.
You know, I find
But Circle K gets
Some of
their
those
chocolate
places-
chip cookies from someplace else, don't
You
they?
find what?
Yeah.
some of those places
Okay,
that are
so
lesser known for
here's
other
the
things.
list of people we have mentioned. Nobody's sponsored this show, but good God, we love all these places.
Bringing you your daily polar pop.
Yeah, exactly.
Circle K.
And by the way, if I reminded the audience again, there's
We have
none
no
of these
sponsors.
people are sponsoring this show.
No.
So this is not a commercial for any
Yeah,
of these people.
none of these people are paying us shit.
And if they hear our show, y'all can start paying us. Because we did mention you. Especially Bucky's. Please pay us,
These
'cause I
holes,
love y'all.
These holes are for sale. These holes are for hire.
I love y'all.
These
Buc-ee's,
pie
y'all are
holes,
just
anyway.
amazing.
The pie holes are for
I wonder
hire.
what viewership we need to start getting paid.
That's a
Thousands.
good question.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Let's
probably.
move
We need a
on
celebrity.
to another subject. We're not just
Hello.
sitting here having our own conversation.
I think that's what people love
Beyond-
about it.
let's
think
go
that's-
beyond that.
Yes, I think
think
that's
it's-
what people love about it.
Well,
It's cross generations.
I know.
Shooting the
The
shit.
audience,
I
quite
think that's
honestly.
what it is.
huh?
I think it's harder on the audience to just randomly go to topics.
I think the dynamic works better.
Randomly go on break for a second.
Yeah.
Is this show not over yet?
No, we're almost there.
We're in the second half.
Is it not over yet?
How many minutes do we have?
We still have 30 left if we're on a second break.
What the fuck?
We do it hockey style. There's 3 halves.
Hey, Chris, why don't you take us out to break? What the fuck?
What the fuck? We're taking a break.
Bam, born ready. We are back. We appreciate Spreaker and whatever words from our sponsors they had to add to that little break there for y'all. We appreciate y'all sitting through that to get back to the other side of the debauchery. And
yes, because, I have to have commercials in the middle of the show so that I can, hopefully, we'll start generating money here soon.
Wait, do we have commercials in the middle of the show?
We're not getting paid.
We're not getting Spreaker.
Well,
Spreaker has sponsors
cool.
that share words during.
So
Spreaker is our home for the show.
Yes, indeed.
Which, by the way, we should say
We want to
about
love
Spreaker
and send super
every
love
now and then because
to Spreaker for putting us up there
exactly.
on their front
Pride Month list. Yes.
number 4, y'all.
Thank you.
Up there
And
in
we
the
didn't
top
even-
4.
And bitches, y'all could have told me. I had to find out by accident.
Oh, shit.
He meant that in the a
No one
loving
sent
way,
me an
Spreaker.
email or anything else and said, "Hey, your show is going to be on our Pride Month page." No, I just happened to just go to Spreaker, look at their. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I saw our show, and I went, "Oh, we're on the Pride Month page! Yay!"
That's wonderful.
That's pretty amazing.
Right
And
next to RuPaul.
the truth is, I had no idea until boom, it was there.
That's my butt.
And we're right
I didn't
next
know until
to
I knew.
RuPaul.
I didn't know until I knew.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Mm-hmm. So you can just go to our Pride Month page on our Spreaker's Pride
Spreaker's
Month,
Pride Month page.
and you'll find us right there.
Screen cap it, send the love.
Although
Hashtag we're on top
we are
bitches.
currently working on a new cover because I wanted something a bit more dynamic and exciting. And Pinky came up with the
representative of the panel.
Pinky
has
came up
going on.
with a concept that I love. Although there was a couple of pictures that Chris and I did not like
Of themselves.
of ourselves, but we fixed that.
Well, we had a photo shoot
Yeah,
last week.
we had a photo shoot.
And then Pinky
I would
emailed
not
me-
call it that.
He texted me the results of the photo shoot, and I was like, what?
What the hell
And
is
they
this?
were as appalled as I was.
I know. I was appalled.
Well, I have to say that Pinky and I show look good.
I can only
look good.
do
And I will
so
say
much,
this.
y'all.
Photographer, Pinky was.
Pinky was. So, of course, they look good. They had on makeup. They were looking
Miracle.
fantastic.
We did
Nobody
not
had
have
on makeup. This is natural.
Bitch, you had on makeup.
Bitch,
Oh,
it was natural.
shit. Natural makeup.
Natural makeup.
You know what?
They throwing stones, y'all. They're throwing
Shame.
stones.
Texas tea, honey.
The tea is getting
The tea
spilled.
is
all
getting
tea, all
spilled.
Can we get
All
a
tea,
towel
all shade.
up in
Oh,
here? 'Cause
I'm,
there's-
And it's
I'm
what?
about to whoop some
What's that
ass.
other?
There's some tea.
There's another podcast that has tea something
Oh, I think there is.
on the page. On
It's
the
on the
Yeah,
actual
it's on-
page.
They're
yeah,
actually number one.
It's like,
the first.
But
Yeah.
I'm sure that they wouldn't
It's tea time.
betray
Time, yeah.
their co-hosts like you bitches
If
just
they're gay,
did.
they already did
Do
like
we-
several
do we like
times.
them or do we-
You know what? It's called rosacea.
I actually do.
Fuckers.
Actually, they're nice.
It's called rosacea, and
I've listened
it's
to-
a condition that I have that I'm sensitive about.
Okay.
But thank you.
But you look
Motherfuckers.
good. Did you not look good in the picture?
You damn
Then
right
what
I
you
did.
bitching about then, bitch? You look good.
I'm bitching about calling people out.
No, I do want to say that I have listened to the other shows on the Pride Month page,
Yeah.
and we do stand out from those shows.
Really?
We are a
Wow.
bit different.
we are significantly messier
We are,
than any
we
other
are
show I've listened to.
significantly
Because-
messier.
because
we are
some
definitely
people-
significantly
Because
messier.
some people,
No, that's good
me,
because I think, like I said, when you look on the Pride Month page and you look at all the shows, there are a lot of shows with a cocktail symbol in the front, and I'm like,
Are they
well, Randy
joking?
and I have a picture with an actual cocktail in our hand. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wow, people are just gonna go. All gays
Martinis.
do is get drunk and have a podcast.
Yes.
No, that's not.
Pretty much.
You know what?
Thank you for disposable income.
Yes, thank you. So, so I decided that I think we needed a new cover that was a bit more dynamic, that showed off all our personalities, and still had Texas tea.
But I definitely want to showcase Pinky and my
Chris.
friend the alley
'cause I'm
cat.
alley
No,
cat.
my friend the alley
And the
cat.
alley cat,
The stray.
the stray that we picked up.
The stray.
we picked up and brought him in the house.
Poor little thing flying in the street.
He doesn't like to be petted, though.
I don't.
He does not like to be petted.
I'm not touching that bitch.
Typical cat.
She's got ticks.
Sitting over there twitching. Like,
That's not all I have.
Mm-hmm.
She also has an aorta. She also has an aorta you can
She's
finger,
got ticks
apparently.
and fleas, and nobody
and
can
ticks.
afford the.
Somebody give me a collar.
Those don't work.
Seresto is
No,
really
those
where it's
don't
at.
work. Those don't work.
Seresto.
We need a
don't
shock
work.
collar, actually.
Oh, no.
We need a shock collar.
There are some
I would not
preventatives
like
that work. The generic flea collar does not, but I have to swear by the Seresto. It's an 8-month treatment.
For what?
Fleas,
None of us
ticks,
have.
fleas, ticks, worms, everything.
I'm not
None of us
taking
have
that
pets.
shit.
You're amazing.
I have cats
and wonderful and
dogs.
All right, there you go.
I have a dog now. I had to.
I'm just happy that he's contributing bullshit. Because none of us have pets. But guess what? Everybody else out there does. So good on y'all.
All the fur parents out there, all of us gays, try as we may, those butt babies just never make it to term.
No, they
allergic
never
to
do. Thank God.
So we turn to
Thank
fur
God.
babies.
We
You're
turn.
allergic to cats? That sucks.
Me
Yeah.
too. I'm
I love
allergic to
cats.
cats. I love cats, but I'm allergic.
I love
allergic.
animals, but I'm
There's
allergic.
some pussy I just
I love
cannot.
cats.
But you own a
Just-
dog for several years.
Oh, dogs I'm allergic to.
Respiratorily,
Cats.
worst years of his life.
The only cat I'm not allergic to, and it's weird, because your allergies are based on dander, cat dander. They're not based on the cat.
So you're about
But
the only.
I can do
cat
a
she's not
Russian
allergic
blue.
to.
A Russian blue, no worries.
Are you a
But
Russian
a
blue?
tabby
What's
and
a
those
Russian
other
blue look
bitches, the gray cat,
Gray.
solid gray,
like?
no white, solid gray.
Are they have hair?
And they have green eyes.
They do.
Yeah,
It's like a
good.
medium
No
length.
hair.
It's like a
The one
medium
without
length
no
hair,
hair, just,
but
Very, very medium length.
it's not long hair, not short hair.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I guess they classify as short
Miss
hair.
Tabby? Now, Miss Tabby, girl.
Miss Alley
I'm
Cat.
done. I'm done.
Even if I get scratched,
Miss Calico, and in my mind, this alley cat is a
Biscuits.
calico.
oh,
Biscuits is a
Calico.
calico.
Because
I can
guess
see
what?
it.
Wait, what's the
Calico
I don't feel like
cats
she's
are
nearly that colorful.
patchwork colored cats.
Oh, she's saying you're a hot mess.
No, what I'm saying is calico cats have an attitude where you don't want to fuck with them.
Oh, so
They will fuck you
your
up.
look and your attitude are fucked up.
Calicos will fuck you up, bitch.
Basically, she's saying
I'm
you
pretty
got
good
nothing
about
going on for
They're
you
quiet. They're quiet until you fuck with them.
because they're plotting.
yeah, and then out come the claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes your claws, oh my God, they just come out at the most
I found them so.
weirdest time.
No one's seen that
I've not found that. Yeah. I didn't know she had claws.
He's not declawed.
I don't
That's
think
for
anyone's
sure.
seen my claws here.
Maybe the skin.
No,
I
he's
just
very
have thick skin.
You know what?
And she just
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Well,
he likes long watches on the beach.
He does like
Long-
long walks on the beach.
What'd you say?
Long walk is
Long walk. I thought that's what you said. I'm like, girl, what?
girl. We drinking tea. What you want?
You only had a little bit of tea, girl, and Randy.
Last segment was your turn,
Listen,
and this
I'm
segment
Scotch
is my
Irish.
turn.
Can't nobody keep up with me,
Hey,
bitch.
No,
Hey,
I've
what's
been
gonna
drinking.
hate?
I'm
No.
not kidding.
I will say
I'm
that.
not kidding. I have been drinking
I can keep
seriously since 10 o'clock this morning.
What? I did not know that.
I don't even know what fucking time it is, bitch.
It is.
And I'm going to tell you something beyond that, and this is the truth. This is
10
the
p.m.
truth.
last night.
I have been drinking since 10 p.m. last night. Think you got it.
10
Yes,
p.m.
bitch.
What were you doing at 10 p.m.? Where were you at 10 p.m. last
I
night?
was at home minding my own business and having
Wait,
a
you
glass of
drink at
wine.
But you don't drink at home.
Not normally.
What happened?
It's been a rough week, y'all.
Well, what had happened was
Here we go.
I went to my... Well, shit. I've been drinking.
The guy now.
I've been drinking since 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, now that I think about it, because my brother-in-law invited me over
It's the first step,
to
y'all.
chill, and so he's like, you want to get out of the house sometime. And so I got out of the house, and
Wait,
I've heard these. I've heard these brother-in-law stories before.
Ew,
Start
that's
drinking at 2
disgusting.
p.m.
No,
but is he hot though?
No. Why would my brother-in-law be hot?
Your cousin is.
No,
your
he's
cousin?
not disgusting. It's disgusting that you would ask me that because that's gross.
Why?
Why?
He's in law.
Why? He's still a man.
He's my sister's husband.
So he's
and
still a man.
That means
family. He's family for
That means your
25
secret is going to be
years.
kept.
So
You know what?
No,
You know what?
he's not.
Okay, you know what? He's not hot.
So
Y'all-
Off limits.
I would. Ugly is so mean.
You just called your brother-in-law
Bitch.
ugly.
I did not.
So okay,
Shut
so
up.
if you're
So I started
So he's
drinking
hot.
actually at 2:00 yesterday.
so he's hot.
So it's hot.
All I'm saying is, yes, I have the Scotch-Irish Constitution, bitch.
You obviously did.
Amen.
Because I didn't know you were drinking at 10:00 this morning.
I was drinking.
Top of the morning to
I got
you.
here. I got here.
At 6
So
a.m.
you
Yeah.
text to me, we're all drunk texts.
Yes.
He's all like, I love you.
No, I do love you.
Drunk texting. That is 100% what that
Alley
was.
Cat, I want to see you. I love you.
She was
I
like,
do
Alley
love you.
Cat. Alley Cat.
Actually,
I
Alley-
I brought
love
this
you.
glass with
Pretty
me
much.
Mhm.
because this glass was full of liquor when I got here at
Oh,
6
shit.
a.m.
You transported
You know,
liquor?
I want to say this. I want to say this.
No wonder that moonshine bottle's empty.
Randy and I did 2 episodes last week by ourselves, like we did in the old days when we first started.
In the old
So
days.
when people go on to catch our show, they're just going to hear me and Randy for at least 40 episodes, maybe 40, 50 episodes.
Well,
59. Or
No,
49.
No.
49.
That's right, because
I didn't come on until the 50th.
Yeah, because we did the Valentine's episode all together. So that's episode number 50.
No. 50 was the 50th episode.
Okay.
Valentine's Day was like 56 or 57.
Okay, so the 50th episode, which was now Valentine's Day, but the
right.
50th.
It was a big
episode.
50.
Yeah, so
And
up to that
was the
point,
first one
it
I
was
was on.
just me and Randy. And then it became me, Randy, and this guy across the table who
But
came
he
in
was on-
every
He
now.
was on before me. He was on.
Yeah.
Charles was on before you.
Charles was
Pinky
on
was
before you.
first. I don't know
Pinky
why.
was
We
first.
always forget
they
this.
asked me to be co-host first, bitch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Because
Well, we
honestly,
love both
If you're gonna
of
put it in
you.
my face, I'm gonna put it in your face.
I'm just saying I was
because
here first.
Honestly,
Just facts.
we at the beginning, we didn't know
Who?
Pinky. We didn't know how you were going to be a part of this show.
Why?
We thought because we thought
Well, I was
because of
originally
his
going to do
schedule and where he
an
lives and
artistic
everything else.
spot.
Right.
I was going to do an
He
artistic
was just going to
spotlight
do
like every third episode a month.
Every third episode,
Yeah.
he was only supposed to be on for once a month,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just had so much
It just
fun,
kept working, and
it just
you
kept
know.
yeah. So we had already said, hey, we're going to make this Chris like our third host, and then Pinky would come in.
Chris
and
is going to help
in.
everybody else shine
Yes.
even brighter.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm bringing everyone down.
Mm-hmm.
No. You being on your level makes us
Oh,
elevates
that's what-
us. Yeah.
It makes us. You're like the ugly girl in the room that makes all of us look really pretty. That makes all of us look really
no,
pretty.
she didn't.
So-
And that is so true.
I keep trying to bring y'all to the bar with me.
Why would you say the truth like
Because
that?
sometimes bitches need to know the truth.
I keep inviting you guys to the bar with me.
When?
When?
Every time we record the show, I
Okay,
say, "Hey,
now-
I'm going to the bar. I need some,
What?
some
Watch you play pool?
elevation, some foil."
You need a foil. Oh, okay. So is that what we are? We're just a foil.
Girl, the only foil I know is aluminum foil to wrap up your chicken.
You
or
really
your...
want to take this one to a bar? Really?
Well, I beg your pardon.
Have you all
Oh
ever?
no, bitch! Don't go there.
It is
because we both know
it's polite.
What?
It's
You
polite.
know,
and serious.
I can't go anywhere with this motherfucker.
That's true.
That
Because
I get thrown out. I got thrown out of a fucking bar behind this bitch, and all I was doing was sitting at the bar having
And
a
all
drink.
I was
I
doing,
thought you were sucking a penis.
No!
Oh, he was sucking the penis.
I wasn't sucking.
I don't know what happened outside. All
I was
know
just
is-
making out
all
with
I know
a
is
cute
this.
little.
Oh, that's right. We talked about
Yes,
that
we talked
2
about
episodes
that.
ago.
I was making
Yeah.
out with a cute little man from Asia, and we were having a good time.
Probably the guy standing behind him banging
we were
him
not
while you were
supposed
making out
to be
with
doing
him.
that at the one bar where everybody does
Back
that.
in the day, everybody was allowed.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Not
do
even
you
black,
know how many
right?
times I've had my dick sucked on the patio at the Ripcord?
Ooh,
I heard-
I don't, because I can't keep up.
I heard during
That-
Louis
I thought you were
weekend,
going to go down that road,
Wait,
girl.
I want to. I think I'm
the
probably.
patio at the Ripcord collapsed. Actually, one year at Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Ripcord was.
I was working at the Eagle in
Back
Dallas at
in
the
the
time,
day,
and
that's true.
everyone came back and told
Yeah,
me
the
about
patio
it.
collapsed.
I wonder who's the worst troublemaker, you or I, when we're drunk.
Y'all ain't got shit on me.
You don't have nothing on me.
Y'all ain't
No.
got shit
On
on me.
this one,
You should
goes
see me
out on
cause
her
trouble.
own, and this one goes out on her own, and she'll come back with trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I don't do that. I'm cool. I'm cool
I
as
don't come back
hell.
with trouble.
I'm cool as hell.
I just
I
limits
don't know what it is. I get super
you get
excited,
with me,
and
I'm
I just
cool.
want to be
Yeah.
everywhere.
I know people,
I cannot
and they
just
love
sit
me,
still.
like
I have
bartenders,
to be
managers,
everywhere.
everyone, and I press the rules. Like I stand up on the bar.
Wait, we're talking over each other.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, like, trouble is like, oh my gosh, in my 20s and whatnot, and like I've phased out of it because you can only get arrested so many times.
That's true.
But I know people, and like I love to push the envelope, and I'll stand up on the bar, I'll take my fucking clothes off, and like, because I know the managers and the bartenders, and they love me, and this, that, and the other, and so I really, I push them right to where they're like, no, we can't do that, like right before that point, but making everyone else that I'm with super. Maybe a little uncomfortable, like, you can't do that.
Joel
I was like,
has
yes,
a- Joel has
I
a-
can do that.
Joel has a story. I'm intrigued.
It's quick. One time, I was at JR's, and I was with some friends, and I got really hammered. And I went down the bar. This is a true story. I went down the bar and just drank everybody's drink. Down the bar.
Oh my!
That's what my friend said.
gosh.
Joel, you went down the bar and just drank everybody's drinks.
What do they do?
Do you have any idea how lucky you are that you don't have a
I
communicable
know.
disease?
And I'm like, or got roofied.
Well, hell, that would have been a good night,
Right.
but a communicable disease comes home with you. What stays in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas
Yeah,
when you get a
exactly.
communicable
That's
disease.
what I was told, and this was years ago. That's what I was told, and I'm like, and I didn't get kicked out of the bar. No, you pulled out your credit card and paid for everything, but just went right down the bar and just drank.
Been there,
Everybody,
done
you pick up one drink,
Well,
you
not
sip
that.
it, you pick up another drink, and you just went right down the bar. And all these guys are like looking at you like crazy, and you just whipped out a credit card and said, "I got it all, bitches," and just paid it and walked out the door.
But they had already paid for their drink.
I didn't care.
Well, I can report that the worst thing and the dumbest thing
I
that
used
I
to be a
ever
really good tipper.
have ever done at a bar was at the old mining company, honey, on the patio. I jumped, and I was in my. I must have been 19 because that's
Not even
how
old
long
enough to
that
drink.
bar- no, hell no. But I was in the bars at 16. Ooh, going to JR's and mining
We're talking
company.
about children again.
But, bitch, I climbed up on the bush. They used to have potted bushes, plants. And
Up on
I
the,
climbed
like, the
in the
wall
back
that went
area.
around?
In the back area.
The back patio, right?
Yeah. So anyway, climbed up on it, jiggled it, and then, bam!
Are we talking
did the
windmill?
splits. I did the splits.
Obviously,
Are we talking windmill jiggled it? Like you're.
and I love you,
like-
Randy. When I tell this story, obviously you do not remember the time that you were at Decades and you got super drunk, and you and Vanna White had gotten into it for the 4th time.
Y'all sound like nemesis.
The bartender and I used to fight like cats and dogs.
Oh my goodness.
Vanna,
I
for
was
some
the
reason,
dog.
I have no idea what was going on. All I know is that David White and I
They
walked
shared a
in,
man.
and this bitch walked, got up out of her seat, walked behind the bar, reached into her register, got her change, and walked out the door.
No.
She
Well,
was pissed.
the bitch told me she goes, I do the best Vanna White impression ever.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Vanna White's voice. I'm sorry, but I can't change 100. And I said, I'm sorry, but you will change 100.
You had $100?
Shut up, girl. So anyway, I was pissed as hell because she said, come back tomorrow and I'll give you your change. I said, bitch.
Shit, what?
Fuck you.
At a fucking bar?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This bitch went right behind the bar, opened the register, took out her change, left 100 in there, and walked right out the door. She said, "Fuck you, bitch."
I would have cleared that whole motherfucker.
How you gonna tell me you don't have change? I'm out. She took a stack of wood. She took a stack of woods with her on her way out the door. Threw some money while she was walking out the door, and kept right. And David and Wedding are like, what the hell just happened?
I feel like we're like telling embarrassing bar stories.
Do you have one, girl?
Because alcohol is a bad thing.
I don't have any. None that I'm embarrassed of, actually.
I have
a profound incident.
I forgot about that.
I had just been seeing an ex of mine or a boyfriend of mine, and we go to this bar so I can meet all of his friends at some bear night at BRB, Brazos River Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm playing pool, and he's like hovering around, and he's wearing this black t-shirt. And all of these guys playing pool will put chalk on our hands so that our sticks don't stick to the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And like all of a sudden he turns around, and the guy I'm seeing, mind you, like second date, he has chalk all over his back, like little chalk handprints. All over his back. He's not playing pool. And these are not my hands.
All over his back.
These are not my handprints.
Oh, go ahead then.
And then, and it's like, all of these motherfuckers have something to say about this guy that I'm with, and this one guy really, really, really sets me off. And I got really pissed. And I put my fist, like BRB, right when you used to go out to the patio, they had that little drive-through window.
I miss the BRB, yeah.
And I put my fist through that window.
Oh
wow.
I was really upset.
I would have been pissed too.
On your second date?
On your second date? Really?
Well, it's like he brought me to meet like his group of friends, and it's like, oh, you've met friends. Like, I'm meeting your pass-around group.
Oh,
but
no, man.
It's like, you could have worn a different color.
So you were like, classified
well, I was
as
playing
a
police
trick.
Maybe, but not to me. Like he wasn't. He wasn't saying he wasn't saying that to my face, and he was pretending like it was something else.
A second date is an extended trick.
Well, it went on,
extended trick.
7 years after that. But
oh wow!
But I went to the car, paid for the window like outright. I was banned for life. And that was the last anyone ever heard of Brazos River Bottom.
What?
Then they closed down because
you want me to end the show?
I stopped.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, it's an ode to Brazos River Bottom because they banned me for life.
No, I love Brazos.
They banned me for life, so they couldn't afford to pay their bills anymore because I wasn't drinking there anymore.
I made a fortune over Brazos River Bottom singing.
What
so
do we
they had
have
to close down
for next week. Do we know?
Kink.
Well, next week is gonna be cute because we're doing drag history.
Yeah. Are we doing drag history?
Yes, and I'm working on getting my portfolio. Lady Shamu, if you're listening, girl, we want you to come over and do your thing, honey, and tell the tea about drag. Because I don't know anything about drag.
Speak the gospel, girl.
Okay, bitches. We love you. Have a good week. Until next week. What else? What else do I want to say?
If you ain't gonna be good at it.
Isn't that what RuPaul says?
No.
If you ain't gonna love yourself, how the hell?
Oh. If you don't love this is not about RuPaul.
Okay, bye, bitches.
We love being your neighbor on the front page, but you are competition.
And
what?
Turn the show off.
Okay.
Speaking of drag,
this man is an IT professional. We love him.
So I want to end this show by thanking our sponsor, Spreaker, for allowing us to be on their webpage, which is amazing and great. And everybody should go to Spreaker to listen to our show, as well as go to our Pride Month. We're on the Pride Month page, so look for us on the Pride Month page. I want to thank our producers, Joel Tatum, Randy Watley, Chris Purvis, and Miss Pinky, of course, for being on the show. And just a little afterthought. We started the show talking about straight pride, and then we veered off into other subjects, which is exactly how straight pride is pretty much going to go. So, Internet, don't make a big deal about straight pride in Boston, because it's going to come and go so fast it's ridiculous. Like the worst date you have ever had. So, good night, all. And this is Joel and Randy's Texas Tea.